Chapter 9. Colorado.
On the way from Denver to Wallings Mills, the mountain retreat where my husband was spending the summer months, we stopped in Boulder City and beheld with joy our canvas meeting house where Elder Cornell was holding a series of meetings. We found a quiet retreat in the comfortable home of Sister Dart. The tent had been lent to hold temperance meetings in, and by special invitation I spoke to a tent full of attentive hearers. Though wearied by my journey, the Lord helped me to successfully present before the people the necessity of practicing strict temperance in all things. Monday, August 8, I met my husband and found him much improved in health, cheerful and active, for which I felt thankful to God. Elder Canright, who had spent some time with my husband in the mountains, was about this time called home to his afflicted wife, and on Sunday husband and I accompanied him to Boulder City to take the cars. In the evening I spoke in the tent, and the next morning we returned to our temporary home at Wallings Mills. The next Sabbath I again spoke to those assembled in the tent. Following my remarks, we had a conference meeting. Some excellent testimonies were borne. Several were keeping their first Sabbath. I spoke to the people evening after the Sabbath and also Sunday evening. Our family were all present in the mountains but our son Edson. My husband and children thought that as I was much worn, having labored almost continually since the Oregon camp meeting, it was my privilege to rest. But my mind was impressed to attend the Eastern camp meetings, especially the one in Massachusetts. My prayer was that if it was the will of God for me to attend these meetings, my husband would consent to have me go. When we returned from Boulder City, I found a letter from Brother Haskell urging us both to attend the camp meeting. But if my husband could not come, he wished me to come if possible. I read the letter to my husband and waited to see what he would say. After a few moments' silence, he said, "Ellen, you will have to attend the New England camp meeting." The next day our trunks were packed. At 2 o'clock in the morning, favored with the light of the moon, we started for the cars, and at 6:30 we stepped on board the train. The journey was anything but pleasant, for the heat was intense and I was much worn.